It's Monday. Hello, good evening. Welcome to JoyNews Prime. This broadcast is live from our studio at Sokomlimli here in Accra. We're live on DSTV channel 421, Go TV 125, and around the world on myjoyonline.com. I am Emmanuel, Samani. And I'm Noella, Kharyne, Yalley. Tonight, money laundering, stealing, and causing financial loss to the state among offences as EOCO charges Dennis Miracles Aboagye in alleged 55 million Ghana cedis public funds scandal. Well, we'll take you to EOCO, but also Yana Abukari II laid to rest as the Kingdom of Dagbon enters a year-long mourning period. Also, multimedia journalist hospitalized after alleged assault by military officers during assignment in Obrimpongba. And later tonight, 2 days after the nationwide cleanup, heaps of rubbish still line parts of Accra as questions mount over the effectiveness of the exercise. We'll bring you more. We've got business.
Ghana's economy is likely to improve following the country's successful exchange of its remaining sidereal notes. We'll hear from an economist.
And later on Joy Sports,
France versus Spain set to kick off the World Cup semi-final tomorrow.
Remember, this is JoyNews. We are your home of independent, fearless, and credible journalism. We're back in a bit.
Welcome to the program. Tonight, former Executive Secretary of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, Dennis Miracles Aboagye, remains in detention nearly 48 hours after the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, arrested him and others over an alleged 55 million fraud at the Secretariat. A statement issued this afternoon, EOCO said Mr. Aboagye, together with the former accountant of the Coordinating Committee, Gerald Appiah, as well as unidentified others, is being investigated in connection with alleged financial and procurement-related irregularities at the Secretariat. There's more in this report.
What started as a slow start due to late arrival of supporters and party officials soon turned into full vibrant jubilations with arrival of the NPP supporters at about 11 a.m. That joy was short-lived as some confrontation broke between the protesters and police officers who tried to ward them off the streets.
There seemed to be some bit of chaos. Is that pepper spray I sense being thrown into the air now? There's some bit of pepper spray from the police.
At about 2:30 p.m., General Secretary Justin Kodia Frimpong, after spending a couple of hours in the office of EOCO, returned and told journalists the interrogation has not begun.
Well, as it stands now, the interrogation has not started. Interrogation has not even started. From Saturday that he was detained up to date, there has not been any interrogation. So the question you ask yourself, then what was the purpose? What was the need of keeping him in custody from Saturday to today? What are they seeking to achieve? What are they seeking to achieve?
He says the 55 million Ghana cedis financial misappropriation leveled against Dennis Miracles Aboagye is frivolous and a diversionary tactics by governments.
But we know that with all that is happening, there is a hidden agenda, an attempt to divert attention from what the president is seeking to do by seeking for a third term as president. He doesn't want Ghanaians to talk about it. He doesn't want Ghanaians to comment about it. So therefore, let's throw in something that will divert attention. But Mr. President, you cannot be Mobutu Sese Seko of Ghana. You cannot be Idi Amin of Ghana. The constitution is clear. 2 terms is 2 terms.
This is the reaction of aide to Dr. Baumia, Dr. Ekwia Amoako, on the matter.
I'm also aware that he had already been invited by the Economic and Organized Crime Unit. He had honored that invitation twice, so there's absolutely no need for him to have been picked up
somewhere this year.
Yes, for him to have been picked up on Saturday, only for no interrogation to happen. Obviously, nothing has happened up until Monday. It's quite obvious that this is an attempt by the government to intimidate the opposition. This is not the first instance. These kinds of arrests have been happening essentially since the NDC government took power. And if you are aware or familiar with the history of this country and the kind of things that happened during the PNDC era, it's a little unsettling, especially for me, who has experienced that or have familial ties of people that suffered under that regime. And so to be subjected to that kind of treatment again is quite unfortunate.
James Afeje's reports read to you.
Well, let's bring you more details from that EOCO statement, which should appear on your screen shortly. And so the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, wishes to inform the general public that it has arrested Mr. Dennis Edward Aboagye, former Executive Secretary of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, in connection with ongoing investigations into alleged financial and procurement-related irregularities at the Secretariat. It goes on to say that the arrest follows extensive investigations commenced by EOCO after receiving a petition from the current Executive Secretary of the Council requesting further investigations into a forensic audit. I want you to note that a forensic audit conducted into the affairs of the Secretariat covering the period from 1st August 2022 up until 2nd February 2025. Now, the investigations, which commenced last year following an initial forensic audit of the Secretariat and subsequent petition, concerned the suspected misappropriation, misapplication, diversion, and theft of public funds amounting to about 55 million Ghana cedis. And so the former Chief Executive Secretary noted, Mr. Dennis Aboagye, who is also as well as the former accountant, Mr. Gerald Appiah, and others are under investigation for suspected offences, including, now these are the allegations leveled against them, conspiracy to steal and stealing, using public office for profit, causing financial loss to the state, as well as the dissipation of public funds, defrauding by false pretenses, and finally, money laundering. So here are the 6 allegations, Well, it
continues to say that for other suspected offences, EOCO notes that Gerald Appiah has voluntarily begun refunding or returning the loot of funds connected to the crimes under investigations. These recoveries do not, and by themselves, conclude the investigation process. Neither does it absolve any suspect of any crime. Following significant new findings last week relating to suspected fraud and theft involving Mr. Dennis Aboagye, who is already aware of the investigation and has already visited the EOCO office on it, EOCO initiated an operational plan to effect his arrest this week. As part of this process, Mr. Aboagye was placed on a stop order a week ago to prevent any sudden travel that could impede the investigation this week. Unknown to the office, he had already departed the country. And it continues to say that upon his arrival at the Kotoka International Airport, that should be Accra International Airport actually, on Saturday night, officers of the Ghana Immigration Service executed the stop order and handed Mr. Aboagye over to EOCO on Sunday morning. Now, he subsequently accompanied investigators on a search on Sunday, which is expected to continue today. Well, police personnel have mounted a heavy security presence at the EOCO premises with barricades preventing NPP supporters from gaining access. The supporters are demanding the release of the man who is also an aide to flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Maxwell Aboagye, my colleague, is there for us. Maxwell, what can you report? Maxwell, if you can hear me, what can you report? All right, so we're trying to establish contact with my colleague, Maxwell, who has been at the EOCO head office since afternoon, I'm sure, because he went to replace Aboagye. And it's basically around the arrest, or should I say, EOCO's detention of Dennis Miracles.
And also, you know, you can see party stalwarts and supporters and sympathizers of the MPP, particularly Dennis, you know, they're in their numbers, hundreds, and if you will. But we're told that Maxwell is back on the line. Maxwell, if you can hear us, what more can you report?
Is that the crowd has been here since morning, but as the hours are going by and as night falls, we've seen the numbers and the hopes of many of them who are gathered here waiting for the release of Dennis Miracles Aboagye, thinning out. But just about 10 minutes ago, we saw the crowd here getting agitated. We saw some of the officials of the NPP. I had one of them actually saying that about 2,000 men are on their way coming here. So that got some of the police officers to come and stand behind, you know, the barricades here. But if you come here, the supporters are still gathered here on the streets, waiting for the release of Dennis Miracles Aboagye, who is still being interrogated by officials of EOCO. Within that premises, we have seen some of the NPP officials getting in there, some of them coming out, some of them explaining to us what has been taking place there. But in there, we were earlier informed that lawyer Atachia is the national organizer of the party. Kharyne Aboagye is also in there. We also told that some other party bigwigs, you know, are there. Just a while ago, I saw the deputy minority chief whip, Jerry Ahmed Shaib. He's standing just about 50 meters away from where I am standing. So quite a number of party faithfuls and supporters are here. All of them waiting for the release of Dennis Miracles Aboagye. But I have a lawyer here with me, Kwesi Boche. Yes, he's here with me. He has also been here since morning, I want to believe. What was the latest you're picking up?
The latest we are picking up is that they are almost done with interrogation. As you may be aware, this began the interrogation around 3:30 to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Despite Samuel Atachia, Honorable, being here since about 9:30, 9 a.m. Interrogation started a while ago, and so we are hoping that the interrogation will conclude shortly, and then he'll be released, because the law is clear. I mean, you cannot hold a suspect beyond 48 hours unless you send a suspect to court. As at now, we know he's not been officially charged yet, and so we are hoping that
okay, so we see, sorry, we see Samir Wuku. Okay, so Samir Wuku there, member of, sorry, I'll come back to you shortly. Member of Parliament for Kwapem North. Let's hear exactly. Okay.
We just concluded his interrogation, so very soon we will get to know what exactly transpired in there. But clearly, the statement even EOCO did put out, saying that the other suspects voluntarily has started paying to it, is even inaccurate. It's completely not linked to the reason why you've invited Miracles as well. So just as we said, this government is very fixated with trial in the media. So let's see after everything how they'll be able to also adduce the needed evidence as well, because it's completely delinked. That whatever the person started paying was way back. It was in excess of about 500,000 cedis or so. The person had an arrangement because it was flagged by an audit over a year plus ago, had an arrangement with the institution, has started paying back that money and was left with about 70,000. So if today you make the statement look like, well, you know, the Miracles case is linked to what the guy has been paying back.
We are told he's been investigated for 7 suspected offences, including.
Anytime you go arrest you, one of the charges that they will slap on you is money laundering. So take that straight away. Secondly, the Miracles is a known quantity, but let's get something fundamental here. One, the person is a known quantity. Miracles first came before EOCO about a month or so ago with his lawyer. You were investigating him. You were investigating him in connection with, his tenure at the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization. And then afterwards, you told him that when you need him, you let him know. He never heard from you. He even told EOCO back that, look, we haven't heard from you guys again. They said, when we need you, we'll let you know. The gentleman travels out of the country. On his way back, you arrest him at the airport that you've put him on stop list. One thing that is key is that there's a limit to how much you can suppress dissent. Anytime this government's back is against the wall, they need to find a way of arresting an opposition activist. Then pump up charges and then try you in the media and subsequently want to jail you even in the media. And it's unfortunate. His lawyers have been in there with him. They've had about 4 hours of interrogation or so. They're just about concluding it. And then,
hopeful are you that he's going to be released this evening?
We're waiting for the Honorable Attacher who was in there with him. What we do know is that he had not eaten the whole day, so we just got him some food. We're waiting for his lawyer to tell us what transpired in the interrogation.
Bill, are you sure you'll be able to meet the bill requirements?
Oh, under this government bill conditions, it's like going for Ghana reporters as a surety. So I just hope that they won't ask Stephen Miracles to go for White House as a surety or go for the entire sea. So we're waiting for it. Nothing surprises us about this government again. But even this is part of the preparatory work towards a term agenda, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. So, thank you.
Okay, so just had a member of Parliament, Samani, who was there. He stepped out from the interrogation room not long ago. He was on the premises of EOCO, where the interrogation is happening. Like I mentioned, he was there. The national organizer of the NPP, Kharyne Aboagye, was also there. Lawyer Atachia was also there. Kharyne, he stepped out about some hours ago. And he says, Samia Wuku North MP says the interrogation is about ending. So we're waiting to see what is going to happen next, whether he'll be granted bail. Of course, many are hopeful and optimistic. Many of the supporters here are optimistic that he's going to be granted bail because it's running into 48 hours. And of course, as is constitutionally stipulated, they cannot keep him beyond certain hours. So many of them are hoping that he'll be granted bail. But another issue that has also come up here strongly is whether, even if he's granted bail, he'll be able to meet, the bail conditions. That's another worry for some of the party faithfuls who are gathered here. But the police officers who are here have been here. They've been here. They've kept a presence here this morning, and they've changed the shifts. So these are those on the evening shift. You can see the barricades here, keeping the supporters at bay. Like I mentioned earlier, about 4 hours, 3 hours ago, it was all calm. Just when the clock was about to strike 7 p.m., that's when the crowd started getting agitated a bit. And we had one executive, regional executive, telling the police that they have 2,000 men.
Right. Thank you so much, Maxwell, for that excellent job done. Also joining us for more on the story is private legal practitioner Justice Abdullahi. We're grateful for your time here, sir. Well, the council say that he's been coordinating with EOCO. In fact, per the statement EOCO released, we understand that Miracles have been coordinating or cooperating, I should say, with EOCO. Is there a threshold he might have crossed in this case?
Indeed, I think from all indications, let's look at the standard practice when one engages or becomes a person of interest or an arrested person of the security agencies. Typically, they'll put you on a stop list at the various points of entry and exit. And so if you wish to travel, it is your obligation to inform them so they allow you to travel, more or less, by removing the stop list, enabling you to leave or enter as and when is needed. Now, this is the authority that is constantly come under abuse by security agencies. One of the several abuses that our citizens we suffer from our various security agencies. They do this without a court order. They do this without the purview of the court. And so you would not even, and most of the times, you don't even tell you that you've been put on the stop list. And so you genuinely, you have your passport, you have all your traveling documents with you. You make a decision to travel only to be arrested at the port of exit for things you would never know, because as far as you're concerned, similar to, I'm sure, what the Miracle is going through.
So briefly,
you are cooperating, you are doing whatever, and nobody has informed you of anything, of your right not to exit.
Justice,
and
before
this is the kind of surprise and stuff.
Justice, before I let you go, I mean, again, referring to the statement EOCO released, we understand that one of the accused, Gerald Appiah, has started refunding the money he had been accused of. Is that an admission of guilt?
That could be an admission of guilt, but that is not the entire story that we may be privy to. Sometimes, because of the bad systems that we operate, the criminal justice system, how a person might decide to, if you like, refund or cooperate fully, not because he's guilty, but because what you would go through sometimes to even vindicate yourself will be worse than the punishment you suffer by, say, paying the money if you have the money to pay. And so, yes, sometimes if you do not look at the circumstances from a different angle, you might think and assume safely that once a person has decided to refund money he has been accused of stealing.
Right. Justice Abdullahi, thank you so much for your time here.
Now, this evening, government has joined the people of Dagbon and Ghanaians nationwide in mourning the passing of the overlord of Dagbon, Yalley Aboagye Muhammad II, now describing his death as a profound loss to the traditional kingdom and the country at large. In a statement issued on Monday, July 13, government conveyed President John Dramani Mahama's deepest condolences to the royal family, the chiefs and people of Dagbon, as well as all Ghanaians, during what it described as a moment of deep sorrow. Now, before we get to the details of President Mahama's statements, JoyNews regional correspondent Martina Bugui and Abdul Wahab Yamza reflect on his reign and his legacy.
Dagbon has lost a mighty tree. The lion of Africa is quiet now. The royal drum has fallen silent, and a pillar of tradition has passed. The entire kingdom is mourning after the death of the Yalley, its revered king. In every traditional area, chiefs, elders, and citizens are grieving a monarch whose leadership and presence defined the kingdom. As traditional rites begin, according to Dagbon custom, people are paying their last respect and waiting for a word from the palace. This is more than the loss of a king. It is the loss of a symbol of unity, heritage, and authority. The late Yalley Aboagye Muhammad II became the 41st Yalley, succeeding Yalley Yakubu-Andani II after nearly 2 decades of protracted chieftaincy dispute between the Abudu and the Andani royal families. Yalley Aboagye Muhammad II, before he ascended the throne, served as the chief of Pumpunu before moving to occupy Savelugu Skin in 2014. His leadership at Savelugu earned him recognition for his commitment to traditional governance, community development, and the promotion of peace. The journey of Yalley Aboagye Muhammad II to the highest traditional office in Dagbon followed years of conflict over the murder of Yalley Yakubu-Andani II and his successor. After years of mediation led by the government and eminent chiefs led by Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, the two sides agreed to a roadmap for peace. It was under that agreement Yalley Aboagye II was obtained by the kingmakers of Dagbon. On 18th of January 2019, he was enskinned with his king name Yalley Aboagye II at the Bewa Palace. His enskillment was witnessed by thousands of people, traditional rulers, government officials, religious leaders, and representatives from across the country.
Well, for more on this, Abdul Wahab Yamza, our reporter in the Northern Region, joins us live right now on Zoom. For more on this, Abdul, good evening, many thanks for your time. How are residents reacting to the death of the Yalley?
Good evening, thank you so much. And I don't receive the news of the king's passing with deep sorrow and a strong sense of loss. Many have expressed shock and sadness, describing him as a symbol of unity, peace, and tradition. So across the kingdom, people are mourning his death, with many, some sharing memories of his leadership, contributions, and the impact he had on the lives of his subjects. So the atmosphere remains solemn as residents come to terms with the loss and pay their respect to the late king.
Abdul, I mean, we know that this is a great loss, but let us know what are the next steps following the demise of the Yana. What's going to be what are the next couple of days going to look like?
Yes, so even before the announcement was made, the king was buried, and the elderly son of the king was enskinned as the regent with the skin name Akufo-Addo Yakubu. So he will be steering the affairs of Gabon until the final funeral rites is performed and a successive king will be selected to replace the late king. So there will be the 3D funerals rites that will be done on Thursday. So from there, the funeral will officially commence. So from now, the elderly son of the king remains the leader with the skin name, the Akufo-Addo Yakubu. He remains, he runs the affairs of Gabon until the funeral rites is done.
Thank you so much, Abdul Yamza.
Now, the Ghana Journalists Association is demanding sanctions against the perpetrators of the assault on Adumbrand's Obrimpomba Kwame Owusu. The journalist was assaulted on Saturday evening by men in military uniform while covering development during the new Patriotic Party's constituency executive elections. Obrimpomba Kwame Owusu narrated his ordeal to JoyNews.
On Saturday, during the NPP constituency primary elections, we all know that there's curfew in Nkwanta that starts from 5 p.m. to 6 a.m. So in the process, whilst the voting was ongoing, about around 4:59 to 5 p.m., there were some delegates who were still in the queue voting. So all that we could hear was that people were running for their lives. And when we questioned or asked what is the matter, what we were told was that the military were enforcing the curfew. So people who came to vote, onlookers or supporters of the various candidates, were all around and they were all running away. In the process, some of them collided with a motorbike. So as a good citizen, I decided to support them so they can move on. So in the process, I saw the military coming on me, that I was filming them. I was taking video of them. So they were struggling with me. They came to me, beating me, asking me to give them my phone. And as I refused, the BNI and some other police officers came to my rescue. What I call is some sharp pain around my back and then my spine. I came to hospital yesterday. In the evening, the situation became worse, so they have to admit me.
Well, the OT regional chairman of the Ghana Journalists Association, Nana Kwabnanto, joins us on the show for more. We're grateful for your time here, sir. You have called for sanctions against the perpetrators. Tell us about the steps the association itself has taken to ensure Obrimpomba gets justice.
Good evening to your cheering listeners and viewers as well. The moment the incident happened, I quickly informed our president, that is Mr. Albert Abnad, which he has promised do all for each our brother, police, and the treatment actors. So after counseling them, please come up with whatever help for our people.
I mean, are you able to reposition yourself? I'm finding it a little bit difficult to hear exactly what you're saying.
I'm saying that the moment the incident happened, I quickly informed our president, that is Mr. Albert Kwapena, which he has promised to put every measure together and see to it that our brother, our colleague, gets the necessary justice or what is supposed to be done for him, we do it at the right time, madam.
I mean, what timelines are we to expect any action?
For that one, he has not come out, but only that he has condemned what the security did to our brother or our colleague, which we are just pleading with the authority to see to it that they do the necessary investigation on this issue by calling on police type and the ill that has the fantastic to
right.
Hello.
Right, Mr. Kwapena, thank you so much for your time here. You're still watching JoyNews Prime right here with me, Noella, Kharyne, Yalley, and
Emmanuel. Samani, we'll take a quick breather. We're back with more stories. Don't go away.
When malaria shows up, it doesn't knock. It just takes over.
Oh, no. This fever is too much.
When malaria comes, respond with Mala-2. Fight malaria with Mala-2 tablets or syrup from Ernest Chemists. Test for malaria first before taking Mala-2. If symptoms persist for more than 48 hours, see a doctor. This advert is FDA approved.
As the days come and go, there's always shit. Let colleagues explore all the planetary bodies. Our mission is in Uranus to treat hemorrhoids, anal fistula, anal fissure, anal incontinence, hidradenitis suppurativa, using laser ligature for pain-free and speedy recovery. On Uranus Street, Accra, as Main Tuber Hospital and Coloproctology Center. Trust Uranus with us and we will delight you. Visit Main Tuber Hospital today or call us on 0244 581 541.
Seeing the Prentex fabric, I like the color, texture. I chose this design that suits my body type. It means a lot to me to look good in clothes that I wear. I don't care about nobody's opinion.
Maso. Prentex.
All these were food.
Food to the berry man, Kasa. I only took small, Bill. Small. You pour like waterfall. Let's check the camera, shall we? What camera?
I knew it.
Hey. Hey, mommy, daddy.
Fruit is for sharing. No need to hide to enjoy.
Family that share together.
Stay together.
Wait, there's more.
Hey, grandma.
Someone you know, match it.
Fratelli, the family drink. This advert is FDA approved.
This strategy will lead. Oh no, not again.
Say, relax. The generator will come on now.
The generator is not
working.
Why stress yourself when the experts are just one tap away? Introducing Left Power, the smart emergency support app from Left Signature Limited. With Left Power, certified engineers respond fast, anytime, anywhere. No delays, no stories.
Hello, sir. This is Left Signature Limited. The request has been received and our engineers are already on their way. Please relax. We've got you covered. The
office is professional. Every LEF expert is certified, verified, and can be tracked in real time. Oh, you'll know they're coming before they even arrive. From electrical engineering and solar power systems to data center management, cloud services, smart automation, and software development, LEF Signature delivers excellence, fast, reliable, and professional. LEF Power.
Your solution is just one tap away.
Available on Play Store and App Store.
Another week is here on the greatest of all time show. My name is Giovanni Clip, and tonight we're bringing you talent. Contestant number 1, let's bring Baby Girl. Let's bring. You did it for you.
Cut. Oh, there is a leakage.
Where's the plumber? For quality and durability, insist on Syntex pipes. If you want quality, this be where you belong. Strong, tough, and reliable. Your perfect match to your trusted Syntex pipe. Syntex pipe, it dey carry water, no wahala. Syntex pipe, it dey make water dey flow. Syntex, and you're strong, and you're tough.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabadim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
Discover Willow Lane in Sakumono, one of Ghana's most prime community. These expertly designed 4-bedroom homes feature a private elevator, 4 ensuite bedrooms, private balconies, walk-in closets, and a gourmet kitchen and a maid's quarters. Perfect for families, executives, investors, and retirees. Our community offers a swimming pool, playground, and 3-tier security for your peace of mind. Experience the ultimate in comfort, convenience, and community here at Willow Lane, Sakumon. Visit wayley.org or call 0240-111119 or 0308-040500 to book your tour today. Wayley, your trusted home builder.
Putting on just the fabric isn't really enough. You have to put on your confidence. I chose this Printex fabric because it symbolizes hope and success because of the color and the texture. Printex.
You're welcome back. This is JoyNews, Brian.
Now, residents in some of the flood-affected communities say they are living in constant fear and warning of a possible disease outbreak as heaps of refuse and silt cleared from drains after the National Sanitation Day exercise remain uncollected. Residents say the waste is producing foul odor, attracting flies and rodents, and could easily be washed back into the drains should another heavy rainfall occur, increasing the risk of cholera and other sanitation-related diseases. Miraculous Namoko reports.
National Sanitation Day exercise saw residents, institutions, and waste management companies clear choke drains and remove debris from flood-hit communities across Accra. However, a JoyNews tour found heaps of refuse still abandoned in parts of Alado Fountain International School Street, Ring Road, Adabraka, Odona, Abosokai, Kaneshi, and Teshi days after the cleanup exercise. Residents fear the uncollected waste could pose health risk, particularly to children and food vendors operating close to the heaps of refuse.
This is Fountain International School here, and the kids have been buying food from here. And we have some of the rubbish and the dumps here. So we beg the government to come and take them from here, because from the bean to the food, the children will get cholera and as well diarrhea.
Me pesa me fan intem. Me pesa cholera ba chimi. Me ba.
I sell food here, yet the flood debris is still piled beside my store where children come to buy food.
The waste could breed diseases like cholera and malaria. Government should come and clear it.
While welcoming the cleanup exercise, residents say its impact will be short-lived if the waste is not promptly evacuated. They are calling on the relevant authorities to clear the refuse before it is washed back into drains during future rainfalls.
Since
the floods, we haven't been able to afford waste collection, so the debris remains and sometimes ends back in the drains.
This isn't ordinary refuse. Its property is destroyed by the floods that needs to be cleared.
Residents say sustaining the gains made during the cleanup will depend on the timely evacuation of waste and equitable support for all flood victims. Namoko's report read to you.
Meanwhile, residents of Chado in the Dadekotopon municipality are appealing to authorities to demolish buildings encroaching on the waterway feeding the Peshi Lagoon. Now, they say the structures have significantly narrowed the river channel, restricting the free flow of water and worsening flooding in the area. Although works are underway to widen the riverbanks, residents insist the exercise will only provide temporary relief unless the encroaching buildings are removed. And my colleague Gemma Apia visited the community.
Chado was one of the hardest hit communities during the recent floods in Accra, and just last week we saw that the president was here to take part in the cleanup exercise. I am here somewhere in Chado, and residents have some concerns about the ongoing exercise to make sure that the drains are desilted, and also the lagoons within this particular community are also desilted to ensure the free flow of water. I'm here with the assemblyman for the area, Saint Kabu, who explained to us what exactly the concerns of the residents are.
So the president was here. We spoke.
When was that?
Yes, about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, Sunday he was here. We spoke with him, and then we told him about our problems. He sent the flood mitigation team and then the hydro officials to be here. They came here, they assessed the situation and know very well that the problem is the turning and then the meeting point. So the directive the president gave was they should engage all the houses that are obstructing the movement of the flow of water.
So show us these houses you're talking about.
As you can see, they've constructed retaining walls more than 15 times, but anytime the water hits it, it breaks. And as you can see, just yesterday at night, they were still constructing a retaining wall. That is the original path of the water. That was where it used to pass straight into the Peshi Lagoon until it was diverted to meet this one. Yes, and then this whole land used to be the final area where the water that comes upstream rests before it goes into the ocean. But it's been filled with sand and then reclaim more or less, and then it's being used for. So the president gave the directive that they should engage them, and if they have permits, whatever compensation that needs to be given to them, so that at least they can remove them, so it could save everybody and save the entire Chado.
Let me speak to some of the residents here as well. And okay, let me get down. You also live here?
Yes.
And were you affected by the floods?
I was affected brutal.
What did you lose?
I lost everything except my phone.
Except your phone?
Yes. Okay. In fact, the water came to the lentil level. So definitely I couldn't pick anything, including my children's death certificates. So as I'm here, you see me with it, that's all. Doing this work like what they are all doing now, tomorrow it will rain and all the sand will come back to the gutter. So if really we want the situation to be solved permanently, then there should be proper concrete work.
Our issues are many. One of them is Laboma Beach. If some of you are aware, they feel that was where it used to be Rivers Bank. That when it's not able to enter, the river is not able to, water is not able to enter into the sea, it goes to rest there. Now they fill all that place, leaving a very small gap between the Laboma and the Polo Beach for all this water from Core Bridge to pass through. And then also the bridge, which all the rivers, the water that passes here pass through, is also small. And then after that we come to the lagoon, which we don't have. Some people have intentionally filled the lagoon, making it a land.
So you heard residents of Chado. These are people who were affected by the recent floods, and their demands are simple: that the directive that the president gave when he visited this area some few days ago be adhered to. They should engage the owners of these two buildings and then compensate them if there's a need for that to happen, pull down the buildings and ensure that the water flows freely into the lagoon. And also there is an ongoing exercise. They are trying to widen that river to help that happen, but the residents say that has been the practice over the years. Anytime it rains, they try to widen the river, but that's not the solution to the problem. Reporting for JoyNews, my name is Gemma Apia, Chado.
Now, the Ministry of Interior says it has made significant progress in tracing assets linked to drug trafficking as part of efforts to strengthen Ghana's fight against organized crime. Interior Minister Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak attributes the progress to improve logistics for law enforcement agencies and the establishment of a dedicated narcotics court. He was speaking during Vice President Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman's working visit to the ministry.
The Vice President's visit gave the ministry the opportunity to outline key reforms and progress made in its operations. According to the Interior Minister, improved logistics for security agencies have strengthened the country's response to organized crime, with authorities tracing 73 assets linked to drug trafficking while enhancing investigations and prosecutions of narcotics-related offences.
As we speak, we'll be able to tend 73 assets that are linked to people who are drug trafficking, because we are trying to move away from simply just getting those who are being caught either smoking or using it, but we are targeting those who are really bringing the drugs into our system. By the grace of God and the help of the Chief Justice, we'll be able to get a dedicated court to prosecute our narcotics, all narcotic offences in a special court.
The Vice President, Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, urged security agencies to uphold professionalism, transparency and respect for the rule of law, stressing that public trust remains essential to effective law enforcement.
The public must have faith in us. They must have so much faith in us that they want to collaborate with us because they believe in what we are doing. That in the end, it's about their own safety. So the perceptions are important. They may not even have any basis in objective reality, but they are important. We must be friendly. We must put ourselves out there for them to know that it's for their benefit that we exist.
The Vice President also visited the Ministry of Environment, where officials appealed for financial clearance to recruit 400 scientists into research institutions to strengthen the sector. Suwebatu Adam is the Chief Director of the ministry.
The very big key challenge for us is the human resource gap for the scientific sector, which Honorable has mentioned already. Inadequate funding, we have logistics deficit, the lands for GAIC and CSR are being encroached.
Responding to the concerns, the Vice President assured the Ministry of Government's commitment to addressing the concerns.
I hear you on the foundry, and we'll find out exactly what is happening. So I hear on the human resource gap and our challenges, the encroachment of land, that is not acceptable. And it seems to be happening everywhere.
Officials are expected to continue engagements with relevant stakeholders as government works to address the concerns raised. Michelle Lati, JoyNews.
Well, you're still watching JoyNews.
I was out because it's time for showbiz. You asked me to leave, so my laptop is closed.
Right, thank you, me. Showbiz. Go away. You're welcome back. It's now time for Showbiz and Becky, aka What's a Fool?
Hi Noella, how you
Hi,
doing?
Becky, I'm well.
It's a Monday.
Love this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate your.
Yeah, it's a Monday.
Yeah, and it's a very calm Monday.
Yeah.
Let's talk about veteran Nollywood actor Jemai. He has revealed that he deliberately set out to rebrand himself as a responsible gentleman, moving away from the bad boy image that the movie industry gave him. Speaking in a recent interview with media personality Joey Akan, Ike stated that external forces influenced him to adopt the bad boy image, but he rebranded when he realized it was no longer serviceable.
External forces, I think, play a great part in who you become. Yeah?
Yeah.
People that are saddled with those forces are the ones that really, really lose. At every point in time, something is serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
We can all agree the bad boy image was serviceable then.
Yeah.
But then once you advance into the corporate world, where people that truly matter, that drive the traffic behind the scenes, that don't want to be seen, they're the ones that ostentatious living, that razzmatazz is anathema to how they live, to their way of life.
Yeah.
Not knowing when to exit the stage is a problem a lot of us have in entertainment. Let's just say I knew when to exit. That served its purpose. I couldn't come in my 20s and be this responsible adult that know how to, I can give advice to younger men or younger girls and say, don't do this. No. I was rebellious. Everything about me confirmed to that notion. I needed the rebellion to find my path. How else will I know the truth if I don't question what has been thrust on me as the truth? How else will you know? How else will I know how to stand if I've not fallen enough? How else will I know success if I've not failed enough? How will I find it in that space? It is by living a certain life. I can tell you now, if you're 20 years younger than me, sitting down there, see what you're doing, I can easily tell you the outcome. I can't because I've lived it. But how about if I didn't have experience? You think I have the power to tell you, the outcome of your life? No, I can't. But that's the whole idea of it. The entirety of who you become, it is extremely important. In fact, it's imperative that you live a certain life to become. How else will you be? So they said, it's a Bible. No, it's just a young man feeling his way around life with no guidance. Don't forget, I was severed from the person that I trusted most in my life at that point.
Yeah.
Mike, right there. Moving on, top boy star Michael Ward has been acquitted of all rape and sexual assault charges after a jury at Snarebrook Crown Court found him not guilty of all counts. The 28-year-old British actor, best known for Top Boy and Blue Story, had denied the allegations, maintaining that all sexual activity was consensual.
Actor Michael Ward has been cleared of raping a woman who claimed he had attacked her in the back of a car. Ward, who is only 28, denied 2 charges of rape and 3 of sexual assault, and a jury at Snaresbrook Crown Court acquitted him on all counts on Friday. He met the woman, who cannot be named for legal reasons, at an East London nightclub on January 2, 2023. The BAFTA winner, Ward, who is best known for the film Blue Story, a Netflix series Top Boy, said everything they did was wholly consensual.
Before we go, Rihanna made a surprise return to the stage after more than 2 years, joining Jay-Z during the grand finale of his 30th anniversary concert series at the New York Yankee Stadium, where she thrilled fans with performances of Run This Town and Have My Money.
Rihanna stole the spotlight with a surprise return to the stage as Jay-Z closed out his 30th anniversary concert series at New York City's Yankee Stadium, marking her first live performance in more than 2 years. The Grammy-winning superstar brought the crowd to its feet after joining a longtime mentor for a rousing rendition of their hit Run This Town, before launching into her own anthem.
Y'all are rusty, right? It's been a while. Y'all with me right
now? Capping off a weekend packed with unforgettable guest appearances. Earlier in the series, Beyonce wowed fans by stepping in for Mary J. Blige on Can't Knock the Hassle, while the couple's eldest daughter, Blue Ivy Carter, showcased a growing musical talent with a piano performance during Feeling It, turning Jay-Z's milestone celebration into a family affair before Rihanna delivered the show's biggest surprise.
On that note, we end Showbiz here on JoyNews. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Becky, for bringing us Showbiz. Well, for more news, you know where to go. It's myjoyonline.com. And of course, Pius Abaka will be right here in a jiffy bringing Prime Showbiz. I'm Noella, Kharyne Yalley. Have a good evening.
Cadbury Hot Chocolate. Crafted from cocoa, milk, and sugar. Creamy, chocolatey, frothy goodness, rich taste, so satisfying.
Cadbury goodness, the treats you deserve every day.
It doesn't take much to make a difference. Sometimes it begins right where you live. care is not always loud. It lives in the simple things we do when no one is watching.
Good conduct begins with you and I, right here in our neighborhood.
Good Conduct, Great Life is brought to you by
Indomie.
Tastes great.
More Kivo inside. Kivo Gari Soaking Mix, a taste of Ghana.
Aye, malaria's remedy is Lonat. Therefore, we're gonna use Lonat to recover. You have malaria? Yes, are you shivering?
Yes, yes.
You got chills?
Yes,
take Lonat.
Lonat.
First day,
Lonat.
take Lonat. Second day,
Lonat.
take Lonat.
Lonat.
Third day,
Lonat.
take Lonat.
Lonat.
That's all. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat scatter malaria.
This advert is FDA approved.
This July, Ghana will host global downstream energy leaders, innovators, and experts at the Ghana International Petroleum Conference, GIPCON 2026, to collaborate, exchange insights, and develop strategies and groundbreaking innovations through strategic dialogues. The event, held under the auspices of the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, Honorable Dr. John Abdullahi Junapo, is on the theme, Building a Resilient Downstream, Policy, Innovation, and Investment for Growth. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, is our distinguished guest of honor. Speakers for the event are Mr. Godwin Kujo Tamatu Esquire, Chief Executive of NPA, Dr. Patrick Ofori, Chief Executive of Seaboard, Dr. Riverson Opon, Chief Executive of Comac, alongside other key captains of industry. Join us from the 16th to the 17th of July 2026 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day at the Palms Convention Center, La Palm Royal Beach, Accra. We can't wait to host you.
Again? Yep, very much needed one so I could get to relax.
Wow. Every time you go on leave, you go on vacation. Yeah. Last 2 years it was Dubai. Even last month you went to Mexico. This time, where are you going to? Tell me.
This time I'm going to Guangzhou, China.
I see. How do you do it, Abuna? Because every time I try, I get scammed.
I use Waka now. They can get you the cheapest flight deals. They assist you with your visas, your hotels. They have well-created packages for everyone, and then you can pay small. You can call them on 024-243-5515, or you can visit their website at wakanow.com.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Prime Business. I am Pius Kojobaka. Ghana has reached the final stage of its external debt restructuring following the successful exchange of the outstanding Sardinia notes. Now, according to the Ministry of Finance, the development marks a significant milestone in Ghana's economic recovery efforts and brings the country closer to concluding its comprehensive external debt restructuring program. Frederick Emisa is the technical director at the Ministry of Finance and has been speaking to Joy Business.
Like I mentioned, for the notes and the bonds we issued, this is the end. But there are other external debts or external debts which are still outstanding, which the negotiation is still going on.
But can you tell us how much fiscal space does this create for the 2026 budget?
When we talk of fiscal space, we don't want to dwell on it because the idea will be that, there's more space to borrow again. If you look at our debt, even though we've attained debt sustainability, our risk of debt restraint overall is now moderate with room to absorb some stores. It does seem that fiscal space has been created, so we should be carrying fill it up. Okay, when we talk about fiscal space, we are talking about the expenditures we have rationalized. That is what we are looking at. We are not looking at the debt side. So our minds have not even go there. We are looking at how we can rationalize our expenditure, make expenditure-led consolidation the lead in this recovery that we are leading. The finance minister will announce it.
Now, reacting to the development, senior lecturer at the University of Professional Studies, Accra, and fellow at the Africa Policy Lens, Dr. Eric Boakye says investor confidence in Ghana's economy is likely to improve following the country's successful exchange of its remaining Sideria notes, a key milestone in completing its external debt restructuring. Speaking earlier on Business Live, he said the development could also pave the way for more favorable assessments from international credit rating agencies.
There are a lot of things that I'm sure government need funding, and I will not be surprised if government return to the international capital market. Since October 2024, our credit rating has been on an upward trend. Every review that has come shows that we are improving. So in the next review, which I'm sure government will request for it, will push us into a very good region in terms of our credit rating, and they send a very good signal to the market that we are in a way out of our challenges, and that if we should come back to market to borrow to finance our debt, I'm sure we will be able to get a decent rate.
Away from that, the Bank of Ghana has intensified its financial literacy campaign in the Western region, educating students and teachers from selected senior high schools on responsible financial management, fraud prevention, and the safe handling of the Ghana cedi. Here's a report.
The program organized by the Bank of Ghana brought together students and teachers from Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School. The initiative forms part of the Bank of Ghana's effort to improve financial literacy among young people and promote confidence in the country's financial system.
No, the bank has been carrying out a lot of financial literacy activities. We've been doing market women. We have been on radio, on television. We've been on social media, educating the public on their rights and their responsibilities, what they need to know when it comes to products and services that are provided within the banking sector. Now, we've thought of having this also for our second cycle institutions. The idea is to catch them young. We want to imbibe the same knowledge with the kids. Once they go home, they'll be able to also explain some of the things to their parents, and they themselves will be able to make some sound financial decisions. So the bank, in its wisdom, decided that we should engage senior secondary schools students and then give them this kind of education.
Participants were taken through key topics, including responsible savings and investment, how to identify financial institutions licensed by the Bank of Ghana, safeguarding personal bank account, and recognizing red flags associated with financial fraud and understanding the appropriate channels for lodging complaints against financial service providers. Students also received practical education on the proper handling of the Ghana cedi and how to identify its security features to distinguish genuine banknotes from counterfeit ones.
Today, the Bank of Ghana came to educate us on many things, and what intrigued me the most is how to cater for our Ghanaian cedi. So today, I learned that there are special features on the Ghanaian cedi that makes blind people to be able to recognize the currency they are using by feeling it, making them very inclusive and teaching us how to care for our currency, such as not folding it, not using it for money bouquets and other stuff, which was very educational.
I have learned that I am not to share my PIN code or anything concerning my logins to anyone.
I can attest to the fact that today's program was a very impactful one, and I believe it's going to have a very significant impact in my life.
Teachers who participated in the program were also sensitized on financial literacy to strengthen their understanding of financial transactions and enable them to pass on sound financial knowledge to their students.
Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mine has reinforced its commitment to sustainable community development with the commissioning of the EOCO Health Center and staff quarters and the Dochiwa Binsire Health Center. The projects are part of the mining company's 10-year socio-economic development plan to transform the host communities. More in this report.
The EOCO Health Center, constructed with staff house and facilities, is valued at over 4 million cedis, while a total amount of 2.7 million cedis was disbursed for the construction of the Dochiwa Binsire Health Center. Speaking at the commissioning of the facilities, Managing Director of Anglo Gold Ashanti, Engineer Samuel Boachipobi, described the facilities as strategic investments in healthier and more resilient communities, reflecting AGA's purpose of mining to empower people and advance society.
To work together to ensure
that they are well maintained. Perhaps I need to repeat this. That they are well maintained. Let me look at the health directories. That they are well maintained. Ladies and gentlemen, Anglo-Good Ashanti Obuasi Mine remains committed to partnering with government and our communities to build a healthier, stronger, and more prosperous Obuasi. Once again, I warmly welcome you all. It is now my pleasure to declare this ceremony officially open. Thank you very much for your attention.
Ashanti Regional Director of Health Services, Dr. Fred Adomako-Boateng, described the facilities as a major boost to primary healthcare delivery. He reaffirmed the Ghana Health Service commitment to ensuring they are adequately staffed and efficiently managed to improve quality healthcare services. For JoyNews, my name is Emmanuel.
General Manager of Movenpick Ambassador Hotel Accra, Isaac Akufo-Addo, has called for greater investment in agriculture to improve access to nutritious food and promote healthier lifestyles across Ghana. Speaking at the hotel's Green Stay initiative, Mr. J said strengthening the agricultural sector is essential to ensuring a consistent supply of fresh and healthy food for households, businesses, and the hospitality industry.
Speaking at this year's Green Stay initiative under the theme, Healthy Food Options, Not an Option, promoting healthy nutrition for a healthy workforce, the hotel's general manager Isaac Akufo-Addo stressed the need for greater investment in agriculture to ensure a sustainable supply of nutritious food.
Generally, people think that wellness and sustainability are not related, but we believe that sustainability is not just about our natural resources and our environment, but it's also about promoting wellness and good, healthy feeding habits. So for us at Movenpick, we want to take the lead in ensuring that healthy food options are uppermost in the way we manage our workforce. And so this month we decided, as part of our Green Stay initiative, this is the second edition, to ensure that this year we put a lot of emphasis on ensuring that we have healthy food options on the table for our workforce, because that will improve productivity and business overall. If at the end of the day it's loaded and it's not balanced, it may not inure to your benefit. So I think that I would, as a rallying call, ask all practitioners in the food industry to explore more fine dining using locally sourced food, because there is a lot that Ghanaian cuisine can offer to the global cuisine.
The Green Stay initiative is one of Movenpick Ambassador Hotel responsible business practices.
Next is Commodities Update. Thanks so much for watching Prime Business. I am Pius Kojobaka.
Difficult bounce for the American defence to deal with, and Samoa has scored! A wonderful volley!
The stadium is live! The fans are roaring and the excitement has officially kicked off. It's goal rush season at Compute Ghana. This World Cup season, the match isn't just on the pitch, it's happening right in your home. Build your home stadium with world-class cinematic TVs, powerful sound bars, and home theaters, high-power speakers, laptops,
tablets, and projectors for the ultimate streaming. CompuGhana is delivering unbeatable deals, not just discounts, but a chance to win 100-inch 4K smart TVs, mobile phones, laptops, and many more. Just purchase items 1,000 Ghana cedis and above and automatically enter the raffle draw. Shop online at CompuGhana.com. Call on 0302-752020. Go Rush season, the ultimate football experience, only at CompuGhana.
When malaria shows up, it doesn't knock. It just takes over.
Oh, no. This fever is too much.
When malaria comes, respond with Mala-2. Fight malaria with Mala-2 tablets or syrup from Ernest Chemists. Test for malaria first before taking Mala-2. If symptoms persist for more than 48 hours, see a doctor. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome to a place where everyday living is reimagined, where space, movement, and community come together effortlessly. With thoughtfully designed spaces, modern facilities, and everything you need within reach, you don't just live here, you feel safe, comfortable, and at ease. Step inside Eden Heights and discover spaces crafted for comfort, style, and everyday living. And just when it feels right, you will know. Because this isn't just about finding a house, it's about stepping into a better way of living. Eden Heights, the height of modern living. Book a private viewing today.
Day by Day existing lotion, cream, soap, and more. Day by Day has 4 fragrance range.
Hey, what's up?
Life. It's moving so fast. Yesterday I was in class 4. Today I'm almost in JHS. My shoes don't fit me anymore. My voice is deeper. I was watching cartoons, but now they say I'm too old for that.
The more things change, the more they'll stay the same. I still love you the same.
Come and sit, Dad.
In a world that keeps changing, Calipo still keeps making sweet memories.
I still love it.
Dad, I told you to have a sip, not to finish it.
Calipo food juice drink, making sweet memories. This advert is FDA approved.
I didn't think it would happen to me, but it happened to me.
Ghana's digital economy is booming. Millions of transactions, billions of cities, a future powered by technology. But beneath the convenience lies a growing threat.
Now it's becoming more towards digital fraud.
If we place convenience excessively over security, we run the risk of breaking down the number one currency that we have in that ecosystem, and that is trust.
The Digital Economy Forum is a thought leadership series examining the opportunities, risks, and choices shaping Ghana's economic future. In our maiden edition, we tackle a critical issue, the trust crisis, why fraud is holding back Ghana's digital economy.
We need to have a 360-degree solution.
Join Head of FinTech and Innovation at the Bank of Ghana, Elhanan Oreku-Asare, Economics Professor Godfred Bokpin, CEO of Ghana Association of Banks, John Ewua, Executive Chairman of E-Crime Bureau, Dr. Albert Enchibuesiako, Chief Risk and Compliance Officer at Mobile Money FinTech Limited, Godwin Tamaklu, Deputy Director General in charge of Technical Operations at the Cybersecurity Authority, Stephen Kujo Seshi, and Head of Internal Affairs at Haptel, Ebenezer Bofo. The Digital Economy Forum, the Trust Crisis, why fraud is holding back Ghana's digital economy. Brought to you in partnership with Haptel. It's happening on Wednesday, July 22nd at 8 p.m. live on JoyNews, Joy FM, and across our social media platform.
It doesn't take much to make a difference. Sometimes it begins right where you live. Care is not always loud. It lives in the simple things we do when no one is watching.
Good conduct begins with you and I, right here in our neighborhood.
Good Conduct, Great Life is brought to you by
Indomie.
Tastes great.
More Kivo inside. Kivo Gari Soaking Mix, a taste of Ghana.
From the heart of Africa we stand, building dreams across the land. Every step we take your side, helping you rise, taking you higher.
Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. BOA, we go there for you night and day. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher.
Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Hi, good evening and welcome to Prime Sports with me, Benaya Elom. Black Star defender Gideon Mensah has completed the move to German side FC Cologne, signing a 2-year deal that will keep him at the Bundesliga club until June 2028. Now, the 27-year-old joins on a free transfer after his contract with French Ligue 1 side Auxerre expired at the end of the 2025-26 season, bringing an end to a 4-year spell with the club.
There's a plus for me. I've gone through, like you said, 26 games every season for the club, which shows that I was a very important player for the team, not because of my age or not because of where I come from or not because of who I am, but it's because I've shown that and I work for it. So I guess I'm going to continue to do that here also.
And what are you preparing for as you make the switch from League 1 to the Bundesliga? You never played in the Bundesliga, but I think you have friends who played here and who know it. What do you think are the differences you are preparing for?
I think the difference is not really too much. I mean, there's a bit of difference. I mean, you're coming to a league where you're not used to it. You never played in. You come into a league where it has a lot of technical players as well as very physical players as well. So my preparation for this league and then for this team is that I get ready for whatever that comes. You know, I mean, I've played in a lot of leagues for now. I mean, I was in France for 4 years now. But then it shows that I'm ready and I can play anywhere. So I just, like I said, get into the team, blend with the boys, and then make sure that I'm ready for it.
How would your former teammates describe you off the pitch?
My old teammates, what they would describe me as is outside the field would be a funny guy. I'm someone that is very direct, you know. I mean, but at the same time, when I get comfortable, and then when you show me that you're comfortable around me, I'm the sweetest person that you can be around. You know, I play the music in the dressing room. I make the jokes. You know, I make sure everybody's comfortable in the dressing room as well. Make sure that I leave my mark here in the league. I mean, obviously, add myself to the history book of the club. I mean, it's a big club. You know, I'm coming to a club that has a big history, big players, you know. So my goal is to make sure that after every year that I serve here, I make sure that I leave my name in the book of history, you know, and also make sure that once I leave or once I stay here, I mean, I'm going to be part of the history that comes in the league.
Let's do some club football now. And Chelsea's new manager, Xabi Alonso, has spoken to the media for the first time since his appointment. Now, he said he's ready for the new challenge and believes that the best is yet to come, provided the team approaches the new season ahead with the right mentality.
Means that we are working together to take the decisions, the right decisions in squad planning, on daily basis, on the trainings. I am on that, but how we want to prepare the squad for which players and which positions are needed is the work that we are doing together with the sports directors, and we are aligned. We have set our priorities, what we want to do, and this is the work that we are doing.
And for ages you were linked with a move to the Premier League, most notably your former club Liverpool. Two-part question. First of all, were you always wanting to come back and manage in the Premier League? And secondly, coming to Chelsea, it's big shoes to follow in the likes of Mourinho and Conte and Hiddink, etc.
Yeah, of course, Premier League is the most competitive league in the world right now. It is a challenge to come here. It is a challenge in my managerial career, but really excited about accepting it, getting, improving and learning to get there. And the history of Chelsea is there, not just because of the success, because of so many great players that they have played, so many great managers that they have been here. Some of them, I see some pictures and I know some of these guys. So I feel really honored, privileged, and ready for the work.
Manchester United have also completed a signing of Andreas Santos for £48 million. Now, the Brazilian, who was formerly at Chelsea, has joined the club as they continue to rebuild their midfield ahead of the new season. Now, United agreed a deal with Chelsea for Santos last week, and the 22-year-old was officially unveiled earlier today. Now, speaking for the first time since joining the Red Devils, Santos expressed his excitement about the move.
So first of all, Andre, welcome to the Manchester United family. Are you excited to be here?
Yeah, so I'm so happy to be here. So I'm excited to meet my teammates. It's a pleasure to be here.
And why Manchester United?
So, you know, Manchester United is the biggest club of the world, so I'm so happy to be here. When I spoke with my wife about this club, and she said for me, wow, we have to go, have to move, and you know, this is a pleasure for me.
Well, it's a pleasure for us to have you here, because we want to know as well, when you first heard about Manchester United being interested in you, what was that first conversation like? Was it fueled with excitement?
Yeah, so when my agent sent a message to me, and he said to me, so Manchester United wants to, and I said, wow, we have to go. So, you know, I know very well the history, so how big this club are, and now I'm so happy. I'm so excited to enjoy with my teammates.
I'm really excited to reveal as well that you are set to be wearing the number 17 shirt. So I want to know, why is that number so special to you?
It's number 17. I like it because in my last season I did very well with him, and when I asked, and he said to me, yeah, number 17 is free for you.
Let's do some FIFA World Cup now, where the semi-final has finally lined up with France and Spain lining up tomorrow, while England will face defending champions Argentina on Wednesday. Now, here's a special feature put together by FIFA ahead of tomorrow's clash between France and Spain. And that's how I wrap up the sports segment with me, Benaya Elom Dapamapo.
Kylian Mbappe's role has changed this tournament. This is the first time he's captained the French team at the World Cup. For him, it's the holy grail.
Major tournaments are right up Kylian's street, especially the World Cup. We know what he's capable of, and we know that this is his competition. When you have your captain and someone who brings everyone together, who is capable of scoring goals, who is capable of scoring a penalty when the pressure is on, he's someone who leads the group.
To be honest, in every aspect, whether it's attack or defence, when you see him defending, he runs as if he was still a kid. You can tell there's something about him that makes him even more motivated today. He has this mission to be the French national team's number 10 and captain, just like Platini and Zidane, and be the one to lift the World Cup in 2026. As far as I'm concerned, he's got everything it takes to become the greatest player in the history of the French national team. Greater than Zidane, Henry, Platini, Coppa. But he's got to win this World Cup.
Did you know that some videos circulating on social media falsely claiming to be from JoyNews and advertising some drugs are fakes? These fake videos advertise unapproved medicines using deep fakes of